Primitive Camping Basics. This is installment number 3 in this little series. Hi, I'm Donnie Pavlini with Donnie Pavlini Outdoors, and I am so glad you could join me. Today we're going to talk about my favorite part of any camping trip. Bar none, my favorite thing is the campfire. And we're going to take a look at a few ways of getting this done to have the safest, happiest, and sexiest time possible. Now, as you know, every good story starts at the beginning. Hell yeah, fire, baby! And this ain't it. Fire is composed of three things. An ignition source. In this demonstration video, we're going to be using your regular, good old, reliable Bic lighter. Ignition source, number 1. Number 2 is going to be fuel, okay? Your wood, the things you're actually going to burn. And the third thing is going to be oxygen, or air. All three are critical. Without one, none of it works. With a successful primitive camping trip in a park, it's best that you bring your own firewood. Oftentimes the previous campers that have been to your location may leave some wood for you to use, and that's awesome. Take advantage of that whenever you can. Here is a bundle of commercial firewood. This commercially produced firewood is allowed, even though it's from another state, is because it is heat treated, meaning any potential infestation from insects from another state or geographic location has been neutralized from the heat treatment. Just as there are 3 elements that produce fire, part of it, your fuel, there are 3 parts that comprise fuel. And they are tinder. Tinder being the easiest material to catch a flame to start your campfire, okay? From left to right, we have right here some goldenrod tops, some grass and small twigs, and some pine straw, okay? Then moving on here to what we call kindling, we've got some small twigs, in this case pine, and pine cones. Pine cones, believe it or not, are like gold. They're great for starting your fires. And then moving on to this, your larger pieces of wood that is simply called fuel. How you arrange your firewood so that you can ignite it and begin your campfire is what's called a lay. The configuration of how you place the sticks and so forth in the logs. So we're going to take a look at a couple. Make sure that the area that you're going to build your fire is clear. Doesn't have a lot of dead material that's close that could ignite. Also, make sure that you look up and make sure there's no foliage that is drooping down that could catch fire as well. So we're going to start right now in this little fire lay. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to get our small, easily combustible material, and we're going to put it at the bottom, okay? Now, I want you to notice this. What makes this stuff so good is the fact that it's fluffy. Fluffy stuff ignites and works well because it flashes very quickly because of, number 1, the material it's composed of, and the more important thing is the amount of air. Remember, the oxygen is critical. So we're going to take this. This is going to be our tinder. Then we're going to take some small twigs and put on top of that, Okay? Now, in this case, we're going to take this and we're going to show you this would be a common teepee type configuration. Move some of this out of the way. Notice how this is, how the teepee is. Notice that I'm not closing in all these spaces. You don't want to do that because you've got to have airflow. The idea is to ignite the fire down here so that it can rise, the flames rise, catch your sticks on top of here on fire, and then you add some more sticks like this on top here. I don't want to put too many of them right now because I don't want it to weight it down. Okay? Now, the advantage of this teepee fire, it's known for making higher flames, and it's a good one to get going, to just sit around and enjoy, really. It's not so much a good fire, in my opinion, for cooking. Now, the next fire lay that we're going to show you, I'm only going to show you two in this video, is the log cabin fire. What I like about a log cabin fire is that I find that it's particularly useful for cooking. You simply build your cabin up, working in to the center. Some people could call it a variation of it as a pyramid type fire, but you simply keep doing this, and the idea is to make a big bed of coals so that your fire is evenly distributed. With this type of fire lay, another thing is it's not as prone to rolling like a teepee will. As a teepee fire burns and it starts dying down or burning up, the sticks release and they roll. Although this one will do it, it's not as likely to. Now, at the time to light the fire, you're going to move this out of the way. Got plenty of airflow here. At the bottom where your fluffy material is, use your lighter and then get it going. And add your sticks. Roll your small stuff on here, and there you go. Now you continue pine cones. And that's with just natural materials that you find here. You get the rest of your wood. And you're in business. This should make a beautiful, excellent fire. You'll have a coal bed to cook on in no time. There are times when you can't really find good natural tinder to use. And some of the ways that you can go around that are with common household items. Maybe even something that a lady would have in her purse, or Vaseline. In this case, this is just a little tiny, what's it called? Lip therapy, okay? Or you can use some others at home. You can take a cotton ball like this, wipe some Vaseline in it. Now you have something. The Vaseline acts as what is called an extender, okay? The cotton ball itself will flash quickly, but the Vaseline will slow the burn down so that it'll burn for an extended period of time to get everything working the way it should. Sometimes you can't find the natural tinder that you need, like pine straw that's dry enough, or you know, things like that. Or you may not have cotton balls. You never know. But something that a lot of people take with them when they're camping can be found in your food stores, and this one is one of the best. Miss Kelly believes in it. She sure does. Your Dorito chips. Doritos brand corn chips. Nacho cheese, my favorite. Watch this. Ah, come on, don't make a liar out of me. This is a Dorito chip. If you want to get a fire going, you can literally put a pile of these on the ground, light them on fire, then start adding little stuff and get a fire going. The Dorito chip. When it gets going, buddy, it burns like an inferno. See? Yeah, right. Another excellent fire starter is Weber fire cubes. Get them at the Home Depot where the grills are. They're waxy. These are great. Light them on fire, then put small material. You always work from small to big, okay? But these little bad boys right here again, an inferno. It's time to roast a marshmallow. Guys, when you're done, please extinguish the fire with water. Don't go to sleep with a sleeping fire, which you think is going to just burn out. Those are the ones that get out of hand and get away. Call me the fireman, that's my name. Making my rounds all over town, putting out old flame. Campfires. Campfire. Be safe out here, guys. Remember, whenever you buy a bundle of this type of firewood, you're going to get about an hour and a half, maybe at a stretch, 3 hours, depending on the packaging and who sells it, okay? But an hour and a half to 2 hours. So plan that way. If you're planning on cooking a meal at dark, sitting up 4 hours, you better get 2 packs, okay? So, again, be safe, because being safe is what it's about. Be responsible. Get out there, have a good time. Perfecto. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with this little video about campfires. You know, they really are. They're dead sexy. They really are. And I love them. From Donnie Pavlini Outdoors to you and yours, let's have a great 2016, and we'll see you in the woods. Take care.